Johnson is going to try and run it. And brought down at the 9 and long. They've got to get to the 4. Johnson downfield, complete to Edwards. Blitz off the edge. Johnson, a good block, and gets down. It's 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. And Hayden runs 6-yard gain on the previous play. 3rd down. They roll up their sleeves, trying to get it on the ground, but end over end punt. Oh, what a job. It's going to be down inside.
They're going to get a bye in the college football playoff.
Avery Johnson hands it off to Giddens. What a move. Oh, he's on the loose. And brought down at a play clock at 5. Johnson into the boundary. Man, he threw a rope. Complete.
Hit. Welcome back, Shiloh, after missing the last few games.
They keep it on the ground. Dylan Edwards trying to spin off. Dylan Edwards, starting tailback for Kansas State, played here for Colorado a season ago. First down and 10. Sanders to the wide side of the field. That's Hunter. And they bottle him up and about gets up into the pocket. Finds his man, caught, and hit immediately at the 48-yard line. That's already this discretion instead of valor that time. Good decision. Here's Giddens. TJ Giddens has had a lot of success doing a nice job with the reins of the offense. Giddens again breaks another one. Carries defender.
For media, and I found out I was trending because of another guy that has my same name, Avery Johnson, the Kansas State quarterback. In next year's NFL draft, a year from now, Avery Johnson is going to be my favorite for the Heisman.
One of the greatest point guards ever to do it. On the handoff, Giddens miraculously stayed on his feet. Giddens again. Tackled right at.
Had a chance to sit and learn behind Will Howard last year. Got a ton of playing time as the season went on.
1:52 to go in the first half. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Buffaloes.
Motion from play caller.
Shedeur Sanders to pass. Has a clean pocket underneath. Comes to his transfer from Vandy. Shepard. And they're going to move a little bit early. That's going to be a flag against the Buffaloes. Keep in mind, again, not on the field on this down. Shedeur Sanders pulls wide open at the 35. Caught by another one of those lethal threat at him. Did not cross the line of scrimmage. There was a receiver.
They could say no runoff, and then they also have the option for what to do with the game clock starting it or not.
Well, they're going to take a 14-7. The home team trailed by 7 at the break. The Wildcats will have the football to start the 3rd quarter. DJ Giddens, he already has 127 yards of rushing for the Wildcats. That's the from the 2-yard line. Rice
with double the receptions of anybody else on this team.
Johnson behind his receiver over the middle. Jace Brown didn't really have the fastest player on the field on any given Saturday.
And he might need to be on this 3rd down.
Yeah. They fake the jet sweep, and there's the speed and elusiveness. And he's going to be close snaps. They're going to have to manage him very, very judiciously on the 1-yard gain there by Jaden Jackson. His own power. Avery Johnson taking a shot, has a man. That's their second leading receiver.
Were yours.
And there's a look at Taquan Roberson. Backup quarterback. Sends a man in motion. They're going to keep it on the ground. Giddens with a nice spin move. Picks up about 8. He did not take a hit there. He threw the ball and then locked up. 2nd and 2. NCO sets on the left side. They're going to keep it on the ground. Giddens picks up the 1st down. Brought down by, looking at a 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This is Dylan Edwards. And Edwards play. Let's not go too far, Ron. Pass underneath. Shot down immediately. Was caught for the 1st down and then some. Brown down to the 11-yard line. First
career. Some of that might be the rust.
And they're going to blow this play dead. We're going to have 24 to go in the 3rd quarter. This is the opening drive of the period for Kansas State. They have been metronomic. Incomplete, intended for Spivey on the slant. On 2nd and 15, Giddens breaks it into the boundary. Shiloh Sanders with a Roberson hands it off to Giddens. The DJ spinning within the shadow of the. They're 1 of 1 on 4th down conversions tonight. Giddens. First and goal coming up. Giddens. Nothing doing, that defense intransigent. Brown breaks the plane or not. Touchdown.
Across the plane, touchdown plays over. Once it hits the ground, it pops loose, but that doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Guys have great chemistry between them. That's his second touchdown of the season, the 5th of his career this season. They'll take it 1st and 10, yeah.
Injuries on both sides. It's going to be about attrition after a while.
So let me... Shedeur gets it out quickly. Complete. What a move by Shepard.
We've seen Avery Johnson go to the locker room. Jaden Jackson banged up. We haven't seen him back since his injury.
Sanders pulls it out. On the slant, complete, down to the nothing. Sanders on the receiver screen, complete. Got a wave of blockers down to the 21-yard line. That's Omari, interactive quarterback. Tunnel screen again. This time blown up. Miller with not much. Sanders might go after one of the new DBs that came in. Gets it off wide open. Shepard dropped it. They come with a blitz this time. Sanders, what a catch. Open, it's Miller. And push. Sanders pulls. Folsom Field here in Boulder. Colorado with a touchdown on the previous drive. This is going to be returned by Devin Rice. He dropped him like a Kendrick diss track that time. Wow. What a move by Giddens, who continues to pile up the yard.
Kevin Durant, future Hall of Famer.
Saw Cameron earlier. Here's Giddens, who's turning into a big time and consuming that clock. But Shiloh really is the spirit, the backbone of that. Avery Johnson a pass. Backside pressure, and they sack him at the 46. Johnson underneath to Jackson on the move, trying to get to the marker. Let's see where they spotted it. Was close.
Leave the game. Good to see him back in and making a play.
Previous play is under further review.
Frustrated with its inability to get off the field. I mean, Kansas State, so far today, 5 of 9.
Giddens on the carry. Falls forward for a yard, maybe 2. Silman Craig making the tackle on the play. 10. Johnson's going to hand it off to Giddens again. Falls forward for about 2 yards. Sets up a Jackson in motion. Johnson comes back the other way. Giddens dropped it. He dropped it. He was wide open. Tennant from 48 yards out. No doubt. Drills it.
Tough grader.
Hey,
get out the red pen.
I'm glad you weren't marking my college papers. I'd still be in school. They've been able to keep Shedeur upright, though, here in the 3rd quarter. Steps up and sacked again. They have been in here.
Get in on it, including Asa Newsome and most recently Ryan Davis.
Augusta with the Nuggets. Watching on the sideline, Shedeur Sanders on 1st and 10. Drills a rope complete to Omarion.
Coverage. Omarion Miller, who had a massive game last year against USC, 196 yards.
Shedeur Sanders back to pass. And he got rid of it.
And ended up in another catastrophic sack.
That's the 6th one of the game. Downfield. Miller with the catch. And a foot throws him. And right into the arms of the safety for the interception. Payne brings it out to the 25. 1st and 10 coming back the other way. Dylan Edwards. Let's go. Travis Hunter watching from the sidelines. Bentley making the tackle that time on Dylan Edwards. A yard gain.
Vince is going to have to come up with some stops, and it's got to start here.
An incredible difference. Formation. Avery Johnson pulls to Giddens. Met immediately at about the 32 by... On 4th and 4. And the Bearcats 62-93. He has literally done it all, Q.
If you wrote a movie, a returner, World War II, his boat was attacked by a kamikaze late in the Pacific Nation of the public schools and affirmative action while in the Supreme Court.
Yeah, he has an unrivaled
serve for this country.
Facts. 2nd and 10. Shedeur Sanders looking to pull, dropping back. Flag down. Shedeur Sanders back to pass, under duress again. Steps up into the pocket, tucks it under, and gets down safely finally. And Hunter. Sanders has to get rid of it, does. Incomplete, but there's a flag. Feels like it's getting worse if you're a Colorado fan, right?
It is. Early on, it was when they were bringing.
Obviously in 4th down territory, open in the flat, caught out of the backfield, and a lunge. Did he make? They motion out of the backfield. Sanders with time, got it delivered, does, and finds his man, Wester, for the first. On 1st and 10, clean pocket, a bullet inside the. Rolling out into the end zone. Sanders, 2 guys in his face, incomplete. I'll get rid of it quickly. Onto the edge, Miller. Can be brought down shy of the end zone by Garber. With 12 personnel. They're going to ride it into the end zone. Touchdown. And it's a field goal deficit. Edwards hoping to make a successful return here to Boulder, where he played a season ago. Help those passes. What does Kansas State have to do here to put this game on ice, Roddy?
Run the.
Johnson to pass to Edwards, who couldn't squeeze it, and he was hit there on the corner. It was Brown tonight. You see the graphic. Johnson to pass, complete. Brown with room out near mid. Back in the ball game in the backfield. On 1st and 10, gets the carry, looking for a crease, and picks up about. They come out in an empty formation. Gets out of it in time, gets the ball out. Catch and run by the tight end.
It looked like one of the linebackers should have gotten out underneath that route, but nobody around.
Back in the ball game at tailback. Johnson in motion. It's going to be Giddens dancing between the tackles. On 2nd and 6, pressure. Johnson fires high, incomplete. So pressure on Johnson, incomplete. So the Buffaloes will get off the field.
Play clock running down.
Below 10 already at 6. And the Wildcats. Johnson almost picked off. It is! Jumped and picked off. Hood! From the 17, Sanders. Complete at the 11-yard line.
It wouldn't have started.
2nd and 4. Sanders, quick release. Complete. They go ahead! They're going to bring it out of the end zone. Avery Johnson with the play fake, one-on-one coverage. Incomplete at the 45. Nope. They fake the jet sweep. Wide open out of the backfield. Giddens with tons of real estate. Giddens in the backfield. The play fake. One-on-one down the sidelines. Caught! Extra point important here. It'll make it a field goal lead. And it's 31-20. Do Sanders and the offense have one more left with 2:18 to play? All they have to do is get into field goal range. And Wester to pass. His safety valve. Nice move on the edge. But there's a flag down. They're going to blow this play dead. And 11 as a result. Sanders comes underneath, complete at the 30-yard line. Pressure off the edge. Sanders downfield. Incomplete.
Low percentage throw down the field, and then the throw wasn't executed well.
To 2-1. And you know, if you're Kansas State, you look at the stats against that BYU.
Vast majority of the game without Jimmy Horn towards the end. It's a good win for Kansas State, head-to-head over Colorado down the.
A win at 31-28.